Good morning, Ben Alexander here, and this is a video that I made for roofers who are thinking of starting a solar division. So, my background is 8 years in the solar business. I sold over 800 solar deals, residential, commercial, and then about a year ago, when we started to lose the tax credit, I moved over into the roofing space, and I've pretty much worked here in Tampa Bay now in roofing and solar for, like I said, since 2017. Prior to that, I was on the show Shark Tank. I had a company that I built, pitched it on Shark Tank, then sold to a private investor. So that's my background. And I want to really talk to the roofers here who've already are somewhat established and trusted. So I'm talking about the roofers that maybe already successfully installed, I want to say 500 to 1,000 roofs. You've been in business for more than 5 years. You have a good operation, you have a warehouse, you have trucks, you have guys, you have a good admin team. So if you're not at that level yet where you have a warehouse space and you have the team that can generate, I want to say like $1 million to $2 million a year, you're not quite there yet. So this is for the roofing companies basically doing more than $2 or $3 million a year in revenue. And there's a lot out there. There's a ton out there. If you're one truck Chuck, this is not as helpful. Okay. All right. So I hope I have your attention. The solar business is just getting started. I'm recording this in 2026. People have been installing solar on roofs for 15 years now, but there's been a lot of problems. And one of the main problems is, as you know, if you do a detach and reset of solar panels, a lot of these solar companies did not install these systems correctly. They caused problems with the roof. That hurt the trust with the consumer. And a lot of them were just scammy. You know, they would say, hey, if we put 3 panels on your roof, it's going to lower your electric bill $200. We know that's not true. So there is a space where the public's trust has to be restored. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to have an actual experienced roofer install my solar. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, we don't know how to do it. Of course, you're going to need someone with a solar license, probably someone who's a master electrician. You know, these are all like different. These requirements vary based on county and state. So wherever you're watching this, you are going to need to hire some experienced solar installers who have the licenses, and then they can work under your GC license. Now, there's a lot of guys like that right now who are working for solar installers that are going under. So right now in the spring of 2026, this is a great time to hire experienced solar salespeople and experienced solar install techs, and also even an admin who understands the entire process and the paperwork behind getting solar installed. Now, it's a little different than roofing. Roofing is very straightforward. You get a notice of at least here in Florida, you get a notice of commencement signed. You pull the permit, you do the job, they come out and inspect it, you're done. Solar's a little bit different. There's an engineering step where it has to be engineered. Those plans have to be submitted prior to the permit. Once the system is installed, here in Florida, it has 2 inspections, has a building inspection, electrical inspection. And then even after all that, you still have to process paperwork to the local electric company. It's called an interconnect agreement. Once the interconnect goes through, then they install the meter, and that's called they get the PTO, which is permission to operate. So, like I said, this is different in different counties. For instance, here in Tampa, Florida, Hillsborough County is a 1-day permit. You submit the engineering drawings, you get the permit back within 24 hours. But just north of it in Pasco County, it takes about a month to pull a solar permit. So these are like little things that you have to know that you will get to know. So I would say the first step, if you're a roofing company that wants to become also install solar, you're going to need someone who has a solar contracting license, preferably one of your owners. And like I said, these laws and rules vary based on where you're located. So the best thing you have right now as a roofer is you have a list of customers, and you can go down that list of customers and you can say, hey, we're just checking back in. Are you happy with your roof? Now, if they complain, then what you want to do is you want to send that to your service side and get that complaint fixed. You don't want to have an unhappy customer. You don't want to have someone who feels like it wasn't done correctly. But of the people who say they're happy, you can ask them to write a positive Google review, which is going to help. The more Google reviews you have, the more successful you're going to be. I believe in the roofing business. It's all about trust. And then you can say, okay, well, thank you for writing, ask them to write the Google review. And then you can say, what do your electric bills look like in that house? Now, this is a great question because you're not necessarily pitching solar. You're just asking them, hey, what do your electric bills look like? If a homeowner says, oh, they're really modest, $100 a month, that means the electric bill is not a source of pain for them. Some people have a super efficient house. Some people keep their air conditioning at 80 degrees and they just don't use a lot of electricity. They turn out the lights and they just have a really modest electric bill. So the customer that you really want to talk to is you call them up. They love the roof that you put in 2 years ago. And you say, so what's your electric bill look like? Oh, my electric bill is crazy. My electric bill is $500 a month. Well, at that point, or even before you make the call, you should have the house pulled up on Google Earth and you should be able to see, is this house have a bunch of shade on the roof? Or is this house sit on an empty lot and it's got full sun all day? Because there's the 3 criteria, right? They love who you are as a roofer. They love the roof. So you already have trust. They don't have shade all over the roof. So solar is viable. And then number 3, they have a high electric bill. So they have a pain point, right? And so once that happens, I believe that every roofer has a book of business, a bunch of clients that they did a good job. Those clients are happy. And by the way, if your clients aren't happy, then you have a whole other set of problems that you need to solve before you go into something else, right? But I think that first step of going through your book of business and just saying, hey, are you happy with us? Do you have high electric bill? And then making sure the roof is viable for solar. Actually, before you call them, you should check. It's really easy to just Google the address and just look at the house. If all you see are trees and you can't even see the roof, then don't even call them. And I think that's a good first step. You have solar, you have battery backups. One of the things that I did in the last couple of years of the solar business was every solar deal that I installed, I would add a sweetener, I'd add a 240 volt outlet installed in the garage wall adjacent to the main panel. Now your cost to install this 240 volt outlet is kind of minimal. It should be like less than $200. An electrician to do it is going to charge a customer like $800. So when you install that 240 volt outlet, when they get an electric car, they will actually call you back and add panels to the roof. My book of 800 clients I had over at Tampa Bay Solar, they would call me over and over and over again. Hey, I got an electric car. I need to add 5 panels. And it's not a huge sale, right? But it's a sale that if you just did the roof, you would never see. So you can do the initial solar for $25,000, $30,000. You can do additional panels, and even at some point, you can install a battery backup. So I had multiple clients who we had the initial solar sale. Actually, I had clients that they bought a roof and solar from me, and the roof was $17,000, the solar was $43,000. And then I circled back to that client after a bad hurricane, and I sold him a $15,000 Powerwall 3. So that was literally $75,000 in revenue from one client, and it's there. So I would encourage you to look into starting a solar vision. I do a little bit of consulting work on this. I'm going to put my phone number in the description. If you would like to help me, I can help you coach it through. I'm actually looking to help 3 roofers right now outside of Tampa. And I'd like to help those 3 roofers build a solar division. We can do it via remote. I can fly out to see you. I can drive out to see you if you're interested in working with me, and we can talk about rates. I might do the first 3 for free. So if there's three clients that I can help build a solar division, that'll give me proof of concept, and then I'll go out and help 10 more. Have a great day.